Alright, cool. So, the title of the talk was actually this whole thing about Snapchat influencers and seeing some case studies, etc. But I thought it'd be best titled How to Drive Downloads from Gen Z and Millennials, even if you're not one yourself. And the reason being is what I really want to get during this conversation with you guys is for you to really start to think about this. And start to think that if you're trying to drive downloads from a younger audience, you have to start thinking like one. And what I always like to do at the beginning of all my conversations is I start with one promise. And my one promise to you guys is by the end of this conversation, we would basically have you guys thinking like 15-year-olds, right? Now I don't see any 15-year-olds in here, but I'm going to have you guys thinking like 15-year-olds. That cool with you?
Yep.
Sweet. Now, a bunch of other people I've made to think like 15-year-olds are these guys. So Sean over here thought like a 15-year-old and was able to get 59-cent CPI for his app. Joe over here thought like a 15-year-old and was able to get 46-cent CPI using the principles that I'm just about to share with you. And Mo over here was able to cut his Facebook ads cost by 8 times using the principles that I'm about to share with you. And that's all around this idea of thinking like a 15-year-old. Cool? So, you're probably wondering who the hell I am, right? I'm on stage talking about making you guys think like 15-year-olds. Seems kind of weird. And my name is Timothy Armoo. I'm the CEO of Fanbytes, and what we do is we help brands to create and distribute content to younger audiences on Snapchat and Musical.ly. We've kind of built our name of Snapchat, so this is what this whole talk is going to be around. Now, that is kind of what I do now, but the actual story about how Fanbytes started goes back 6 years ago. That's 17-year-old me without a beard, just looking very ugly. But I still had a girlfriend, so that's all right. And at 17, what I did was I started this company, Entrepreneur Express, and it was an online business publication. And think about Entrepreneur.com or Business Insider, and I was obsessed with trying to understand how to drive traffic. So I tried YouTube ads, I tried Google ads, I tried SEO, I tried a whole host of things, but none of them really worked. The thing that I started to realize was that I was really good at being able to grow these massive Facebook pages. So I could take a Facebook page from 0 to 1 million likes within 4 to 6 weeks. So then my distribution method basically became take an article from my blog or my online magazine and just post it in my Facebook page. And I'll very easily be able to drive hundreds of thousands of people to go directly to the actual site itself. And I just use this same thing over and over. And within 11 months, the company was acquired. Now, when you're 17 and you sell a company, there is one fundamental emotion you have, and that's this emotion, right? Mind blown. Because first of all, I'm like, flipping out, I didn't think these things even happened. But secondly, it got me really thinking about the power of these social channels and these social communities that I've been able to build. And so the consequence of that, fast forward, 6 years on, this is me now. Still not as big, but it's still me now. And what we've done at Fanbytes is we've gone around and we've gone and created these massive social communities on Snapchat and partnered up with people who have these huge subscriber bases, 1.2 million views, 1 million views, 1.5 million views, and we have these guys en masse. And when we have these guys, what we do is we work with brands to enable them to reach this audience in an organic way. So we create the content and then we distribute it through these people. And we started just over 2 years ago. We now work with hundreds of brands, including some of the guys that you see here. Forbes call us the millennials, redefining how brands market to millennials. Huffington Post say we're ripping up the ad rule books. And eventually say the magic that happens when a group of 20-something-year-olds take on the advertising industry. And this all basically started off with a triangle. And what I'm going to share with you is the triangle, which has formed the foundation of pretty much our whole business, and that's what I call the ethical hackers triangle. And that's basically what I'm going to show with you guys today. In the ethical hackers triangle, we have these 3 fundamental things here. The first one is hacking culture, choosing emotional gameplay, and then memeing up the content. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give you these examples of how apps have been able to use that, because that will enable you guys to start thinking like 15-year-olds and then be able to win the hearts of the younger generation. Sound good? Sweet. So let's begin. The first one, hacking culture. So for a very long time, we know that the younger generation here are those who are the most immersed into culture. Here are just a few examples of some of the ways they've been able to create viral moments and have it shared on social media. But for a very long time, when you think about a lot of brands and apps, they're basically like this person here. They're basically talking to just a wall and just talking about themselves and obsessing about themselves without actually thinking about the conversation that's already going on inside the heads of their particular user. If you're trying to reach a 16, 17-year-old and all you're doing is talking to yourself, and you're talking about yourself, talking about how good you are, etc., you basically end up looking like this guy. You're basically talking to a wall because you're not entering into a conversation that's already going on inside of their heads. And so, what I wanted to do was show you an example of how an app was able to enter into a conversation. So this is an app called DIFM. And now what they are, if you haven't heard about them, they're a streaming brand specifically for the EDM music niche. Now, of course, in the music streaming, you basically have these two big incumbents, Spotify and Apple Music. So now the whole idea with Deezer is how do we actually create a brand which can outcompete these people, not on funding, because there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to outcompete Spotify and Apple Music, but how do we actually reach that younger audience in a way that makes sense to them and in a way in which we can be part of the conversation that's already going on in their head. And on Facebook, they were spending Facebook ads and they were getting $2.90 CPI. It's not bad at all. But then they came to us and we started thinking about whether we could do something which hacked into culture. By show of hands, how many people have actually seen this TV show before? Cool, Bob's Burgers. Now, Bob's Burgers is a TV show which a lot of people 18 to 25 plus, in fact 18 to 30 really identify with. And there's a particular character they really identify with, and that's this character here, Tina. Now, Tina is seen as the socially awkward person. She is the person who is always a bit odd, and she isn't the person who always is down to have fun. So then what we were thinking about was, well, in EDM music, one of the most definable parts is when the bass drops, right? And not only that, but we know this 18 to 25 audience really care about this type of thing. So what if we could hack culture and pick the cultural moment when the bass drops, and then a cultural moment like the TV show and bring them together? So we can think about when the bass drops, could we then have Tina twerking to a song? And this is the type of thing that we did here, and I'll have to show you an example of it. Quickly in the video. We had the two moments of culture, the TV show and then also when the beat drops. Combine the both of them, already be involved in the conversation that 18 to 30-year-olds already have in mind. And remember they were getting $2.90 CPI, they ended up getting 79 CPIs. 7 cents CPIs. And the reason why that comes about is because they were able to actually hack into culture. They were able to think about ongoing conversations on the TV shows and the songs and then actually be a part of that. And then there's actually a quote from the person who said, who would have thought that a twerking cartoon with more than half our CPIs? But this is what happens when we think about hacking into culture. The next thing is this idea of emotion over gameplay. Now this one is a really interesting one because how many of you guys are running kind of like gaming apps specifically? Right, so typically when you're advertising on Tapjoy, etc., you've been told that the thing that is really cool is basically showing so much of your in-app footage because people really care about it. Let's show it on our Tapjoy ads, AdMob ads, etc. The thing is, truth be told, no one gives a shit about your in-app footage when they are on Snapchat trying to just engage and conversate with their friends. So you have to now change your position. Your position has to be, I'm not going to disrupt your conversation, but rather I'm going to enhance your experience. So the example here I'd like to show is Joe over here. Joe heads up this gaming app called Plato. What Plato are, you can play chess, solitaire, etc., but it's all actually just done seamlessly into one single app. And initially what they were doing was they were doing the whole in-app footage stuff, trying to drive downloads, trying to drive installs, and then the thing that ended up happening was they ended up getting $1.60 CPIs, just using all of these various formats here. But then, here's the interesting thing. We then said, forget all about showing the gameplay. What if you actually just position yourself as the game which enabled you and your friends to actually have fun? Rather than it being a thing about, hey, check out how cool our app is, rather is go and challenge your friends with this actual thing. And so here I can show you an example of how that creative actually is. This time hopefully the video will be easier to play. very simple, but focused more on the actual end user and how playing Plato would actually lead to them having a much better experience with their friends, rather than it just being about, check out Plato, it's so cool, here you go. You have all these various levels. And what happened with that? They ended up getting like 46 cents CPI. And that was just all through this changing of focus on emotion rather than the gameplay. And this again is a simple quote for them. And they just kept using these whole creatives, this kind of emotionally led creatives, to scale from 20,000 DAUs to 200,000 DAUs in 6 months. The last thing is my favorite one, and that's memeing it up. Now, this is my favorite primarily because when I was doing this particular section of my slides, I just had to look online at a bunch of memes, which, you know, that's never the worst part of the job. And these are the memes I picked up. But when we think about a younger generation, and in fact, you guys here, you guys send memes to your friends. But for some bizarre reason, when you start thinking about your marketing campaigns targeting your end users, it almost doesn't come into your mind to think about, well, how can I use a meme to actually communicate with my users in the exact same way? If my friend liked it when I sent it to him or her, surely the end user, who's also, surely my consumer, who's also a person, you know, newsflash, they're not numbers on the screen, right? Surely that person would also be interested in memes. And so many brands, this is a really good example here of how you can basically tap again into a conversation that's happening in their mind, but actually speaking the language they're already conversing with. And so the example I'd like to give is of our friend here, Mo. So Mo actually runs an app called Armoo. Now Armoo is a 7-second video competition app. And how it works is you can film and upload videos for 7 seconds, but then you also get rewarded $100 a day for like the best video made on that day. The number I want you guys to bear in mind is 7 seconds, okay? 7 seconds, cool? So, they started using Facebook ads. They started off with Facebook ads and they were getting about $3 to $4 per install. It actually started at $8 to $9 per install, but then came down to $3 to $4 per install. And then they started using Snapchat ads, and that also was just around $3 to $4 per install. And at that point, they basically changed the budget and said, you know what, maybe our CPI is just $3 to $4 because it's super competitive. Then it got us thinking about something, right? This is just confirmation on that. But then it got us thinking about something. How many of you guys have seen this meme before? By show of hands. Awesome. Now, this is the distracted boyfriend meme. And it's the guy looking, I guess, like the new and improved thing, I don't know. The new and improved thing, and his old girlfriend looking at him with disgust. Now remember when I said the number that you have to bear in mind is the 7-second number, right? Do you guys remember a 6-second ad, 6-second video ad that was really the in thing a while ago? Who wants to shout it out? Fine. There you go. So you are thinking and said, well, if you think about it, everyone identifies with this meme, and already the younger audience are already engaging in this meme. Is there a way where you could make the scorned girlfriend Vine, and then make the new thing, Weibo, and make that you? So then we started experimenting with that, and that was the creative that we ran, which was us without a thinking face. That was the thing that we ran. We showed exactly how this looked. So we did a creative. When you want to be faithful, but and then looking at a Weibo saying bye to Vine.
Yo, it's me. I hope you're happy.
Again, completely ridiculous, completely farcical. But what's happening was we basically taken a meme, which was the language the younger audience already communicated, and then we inserted the brand into that. Well, what happened here, this is literally a conversation between myself and the CEO. They ended up getting a 50 cents CPI, and that was from getting $4 CPI on Facebook and Snapchat ads as well. As fundamentally, that is it. Like, that is the ethical hackers triangle here. This idea of hacking into culture, choosing emotional gameplay, and memeing it up. And my one promise at the beginning to you guys was basically to say that I'm going to get you guys thinking like 15-year-olds. So I'm just going to ask a simple question as to right now, if you guys have started to think like 15-year-olds, by show of hands, that just shows that I've actually done my job well. If not, then I'm sorry. Thank you very much. And one last thing to do. A lot of people here have been asking us about whether the creative examples I've shown applies to their brand, etc. So So what I did here was we got the content team, got a bunch of the verticals, the gaming, social networking, fitness, etc., and showed how the principles could be used in all those different verticals. So if you'd actually like to see more about, does this grades apply to me, etc., just shoot an email to us, just with the title "Show Me the Creative" to brands like Fanbytes. And if not, if you can't wait, I have myself and then another guy from the team that's who's been wearing this ethical package t-shirt. We can talk about that. Cool? Peace.
What's that, sorry? Any questions for Tim? Anyone? No, we have one question. There is a mic on its way to you, sir.
Hey, that was actually a really good talk, so thank you for that. So, do you actually ask if you want to make a meme out of a famous cartoon? Do you just go ahead and make it, or do you ask permission from those makers, or do you work with them, or is it completely we'll just do whatever we want?
So twofold. If it's a song, we have to ask for permission. So we have relationships with all the labels and stuff to use a specific song. Typically, if it's already a meme already, so the Bob's Burgers thing, the one with the girl twerking, that was already a meme. So typically, if it's already out in public domain, we can just use it for anything. If it was we want to take Star Wars and make Star Wars say this, it's all right, need to ask for it. But if it's already in public domain, then it's fine.
Okay.
Any more questions? Oh, one here.
And then two.
Really quick question. You have been talking all the time about CPIs.
Yeah.
What about the impact in quality?
So if you want to speak to myself, we have several case studies which show how the conversions have worked quite well. In general, what you find is if you start emotionally investing in a user at the top of the funnel, showing a meme or something like that, you tend to find that conversions from free to paid is much higher. So, I mean, again, I'd obviously say that. So the easiest way would be if we just show you a bunch of case studies of how it's been able to work. But the quality on this is pretty good. And the reason why is because the users are emotionally invested at the beginning and they're not just downloading your app out of 100 other apps. But I can show you some examples afterwards if you like. Let me have it.
How do you keep in touch, I guess? Say in 5 years' time or whatever, maybe you're a bit older.
Yeah.
Do you actively employ young people or something to stay relevant, or how?
Yeah, so the average age of the team is 21, and it's increasingly getting younger. We are hiring 18, 16-year-olds to join the company. So yeah, it's basically hire people who have their fingers on the pulse, and just continuously be at the forefront of the innovation that we're doing. So that's basically
Cool. Thanks.
Cool. Any further questions for anyone?